TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall, Kansas City, Kansas for Invicta FC 37. Mahalik in the black with red. Now into the clinch. This clinch taking place at open space, and now it's Messer Belenchia able to get it into the fence.
And that was a nice little elbow over the top. So far, Messer Belenchia has the advantage in that she's pushing Mahalik up against the cage, but you can see that she's having a hard time kind of connecting that pressure with throwing attacks. Mahalik is trying to get that elbow in there, and she's able to use her overhook. She's trying, looks like, to get bicep control on the right side or wrist control on the right side so that she can create space to either move or or get off the cage. It's kind of hard from this angle, TJ, sorry.
A lot of energy being used here as well. It's a very intense clinch battle.
Yeah.
Mahalik trying to reverse the situation, unable to do so. And the second effort, but again, same end result. Needed the body there by Mahalik.
Yeah, she's doing a nice job of reaching that in there as she's trying to readjust. Generally, the shorter fighter, you know, they have a lower center of gravity, and so when we're doing cage work like this, it's almost easier for them to control. But Mahalik's doing a nice job of kind of pushing over the top and allowing herself the space to work. You can see she's trying to drive that right elbow through. She's coming over that underhook, dropping her hips lower. And Messer Belenchia is on her underhook. She's not quite able to launch anything yet. She's kind of just trying to maintain that pin. Her head keeps getting away from where it should be. If she had her chin a little bit lower, she could drive the tip of her forehead for control. But you can see Mahalik is actually doing that herself and negating Messer Belenchia's basically head control platform.
A lot of jockeying for position here on the fence, a lot of pummeling, a lot of infighting, trying to just get some control, and some strikes coming in the way of knees here by Mahalik. Now on the break, nice right hand. See an explosion of action here at space. Now again, back into the clinch. Mahalik tried to secure the position, but again finds herself with her back into the cage.
Yeah, she did. It's almost like she's raised a little bit off balance in all of this. She's not able to insert one leg or the other to really utilize those underhooks and drop her body lower than Mahalik. Now Mahalik is very well balanced right here. I like what she's doing with her overhook. She's almost using it as a weapon to trap. So instead of, and pushing against the face like that is a smart thing to do. Double underhooks is generally a dominant position, but only when you can use that for control, and when your head is pushed up, when you're at kind of an odd angle, it's really hard to maintain that control.
The grappling for position is constant, but also are these little strikes, whether it's the punches from Messer Belenchia or it's these knees from Mahalik.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Messer Belenchia is very smart to stay active with those punches. It will kind of get Mahalik thinking about defending, or it'll get her thinking about throwing her own attacks, and that's when Messer Belenchia is able to reconnect. But Mahalik's got some vicious knees, and when she's pushing against the head like that, there's a real opportunity to either knee the head or slice with an elbow, which she's tried several times. Now you can see Messer Belenchia fished for that trip. Didn't get the trip that way, but she did get Mahalik to the ground.
Locked up in a bit of a half guard here, call it quarter guard. Now trying to isolate that arm with her leg, and now scramble ensues, and Mahalik able to get on top, close guard.
Yeah, her hips were a little bit too high for that to happen. She wasn't fully into that underhook on the far side arm, and now she's on her back. Now she's in her guard, wrapping up Mahalik's head, but Mahalik's able to kind of move around that.
Nice elbows to the body by Mahalik. The guard is now open. See Messer Belenchia trying to induce a scramble, maybe get back to her feet, settles again into the full guard. And
pushing on the head like that is making it uncomfortable for Messer Belenchia to keep that connection. You know, when she's locking her arms around the head and keeping the head down. Oh,
got an arm triangle choke from bottom position. She's going to run out. We are headed to round number 2. Adam waits inside the Invicta FC cage. Linda Mahalik and Marisa Messer Belenchia. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, Memorial Hall here in Kansas. Big punches here early. Back into the clinch. Nice knee there by Mahalik.
You can see she's controlling the right bicep of Messer Belenchia so she can sneak that knee in there on the liver side. And back up against the cage, and again, taller fighter pushing the head of the shorter fighter, pushing her away so that she can't get complete control. Now she's trying to drop that elbow down, that right elbow down to get to her own underhook position. This is where I would recommend level changing, pushing off, switching up, so it's not just a pin of the taller fighter up against the cage, but it's making them, you know, have to figure out, like, use their brain a little bit more into where to put their mind. Oh, excuse me, where to put their body.
Messer Belenchia trying to go for that trip takedown again. She's trying to frame it up, but Mahalik having none of it.
Nicely done there. And she read Mahalik's balance, trying to go one way, and then tried to coax out that knee and then took her to that side.
Now inside, we'll see what she elects to do here. Mahalik trying to get a guard back. Trying to sweep from this position. Has to settle for half.
And in this half guard, I think it's Messer Belenchia has really got to be careful about where her hips are, where her pressure is. She's still susceptible to getting swept if she doesn't get that kind of full diagonal spread of weight.
We mentioned before, Messer Belenchia, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. Mahalik, a purple belt.
And see how she's pressuring up forward? That's a smart thing to do because she's able to push with her hips up just a little bit. The hips don't become quite as big of a factor. If she can use that right foot to kind of base out when the inevitable sweep attempt happens.
Almost back to full guard, but Messer Belenchia shutting it down for now.
Short strike there.
Saw Mahalik get on her hip. I thought she was going to try to kick away, but not able to get free.
Mahalik's very concerned with wrapping up that head. She's trying to turn her hips kind of side to side. Messer Belenchia has been riding that pretty well. Her knee split should be available there in that turn. Her hand position, I think she might be trying to set up that head and arm choke again, TJ. It's a dangerous position to do it from, but she has confidence. She almost had it in the last round. Now she abandons it to attack the far side arm.
Clears the side as well. Mahalik trying to power out of the position there and then use a scramble, but unable to do so.
And this is good positioning for Messer Belenchia. In this high kind of side mount, she can either go to head and arm choke or she go to that north-south position, which she's going to now.
Mahalik trying to break the angle there, trying to circle back in.
And this is where Mahalik's legs really, their longer leg, they need to come into play. She needs to be shifting her hips back and forth and fishing for a way out of that.
Fighting the hand there is Mahalik. Now they're scramble, shut down once again there by Messer Belenchia. I mean, this is a smothering game here by the Connecticut native.
It is a smothering game, and she's doing some sophisticated stuff, but not quite enough as she doesn't hold that position.
Hard right hands. Mahalik trying to make them count. Messer Belenchia needs to move. Big onslaught of punches here. Mahalik with left hands. They are landing. Referee taking a good look. Linda Mahalik. The onslaught slowing a little bit. Trying to get back to a guard now is Messer Belenchia, but still eating right hands. Less than 30 seconds remain here in round number 2.
Nice place for an elbow, posting on the head and slamming that. Now it's a matter of Messer Belenchia has just got to get back to her feet, or she's got to get to a top position. She's got a big cut opening up.
What a rally round there in the latter part for Linda Mahalik. Headed into this third and final round. The intensity still on the face of Linda Mahalik. She looks to be the fresher fighter here early in round number 3. We'll see if Messer Belenchia can get the fight back to the clinch and slow this down a little bit.
This is where Mahalik really needs to control space. I don't think she wants to be in these clinch situations anymore. She needs to be at range, open up that mouse on.
You can see nice. The swelling above the right eye of Messer Belenchia.
I was wondering if I saw blood already, but I didn't.
Now back into the clinch. This is where Messer Belenchia has controlled a lot of this fight. You can see a cut on the hairline, it looks like, of Linda Mahalik.
Interesting. I don't know how that happened, if they headbutted in there. I know that I didn't see a lot of hard punches landing from Messer Belenchia in that exchange, obviously from a different angle. But it looks like
sounds like it was a headbutt.
Sounds like it was, yeah, I would say, because Messer Belencia's strategy kind of to shut down the taller fighter's striking is to just grab onto her and run her into the cage. And in doing so, headbutts are kind of, they're out there for that.
It's not surprising the way that these two women have fought in this clinch, that grinding style, a clash of heads is going to happen. And sometimes when it does, this is the end result. So far, the referee allowing them to work. And the Mahalik trying to put Messer Belenchia into the fence. We repeat the pattern with Messer Belenchia getting the better of the position.
Yeah, Messer Belenchia's got that left underhook. Her head's not quite in the right position, but she's still able to control somewhat. Mahalik's throwing knees, looking for the opportunity to get that elbow across the face. I think that it would be a good idea to look about, or to push there and kind of look for a shift of hips as well. Messer Belenchia has been able to get her to the ground several times by just kind of going for leg trips and then capitalizing on the secondary step. It's a lot of blood there, TJ.
It's not stopping the aggression, though, of Mahalik, who's trying to fight out of this position. We talked about how it looked like Mahalik was the fresher fighter to start the third, but Messer Belenchia, this is still very taxing, and she seems to have the energy and strength to control her opponent.
She does. She's really holding on tightly. She's keeping her pinned. Mahalik's not getting off the cage, and even though I don't think Mahalik even notices the blood, to be honest, I don't think it's occurred to her. Oh, disengagement.
Now back at space. Mahalik coming alive, but see some nice straight hands there by Messer Belenchia. Now back in the clinch. These atomweights definitely going to work here. Back in the clinch. Blood everywhere from that cut.
Only a minute and a half, let's go.
Double underhooks here from Messer Belenchia.
And you can just see her strategy to just kind of swarm and stay on top of her opponent and shut down her striking by holding on, pinning her, and then finding an opportunity to get her to the ground whenever she can. It's interesting. What I find, oh, nicely done there, Mahalik's trying to step to the side there, wrap up with the double overhooks and weight down and then shift her hips to the side. She should keep trying that. She should keep going side to side. Now you can see Messer Belenchia's, she had her leg inserted. She could use as a trip point against a taller fighter if she tried to shift that direction.
Final minute of this atomweight fight.
This is one of those battles where they are going to sleep very soundly tonight, TJ. They're putting everything into these exchanges.
No one's going to question the work ethic or the heart of either of these athletes. Final 45, back at space. Again, Messer Belenchia gets the clinch.
You know, it's not a pretty strategy, but it certainly has been an effective one in terms of keeping herself from a lot of damage from the end of the taller fighter's punches. She's eaten a lot of knees tonight, but she's also controlled her opponent. And I don't know what the statistics are for how much cage control time it's been. She's definitely kept Mahalik up against the fence and on the defense.
Make some space. Final 10 seconds of the fight.
Nice.
What a fight, what a war. Atomweights go 15 minutes inside the Invicta FC cage. Credit to Marisa Messer Belenchia, Linda Mahalik. All right, we have our decision. It lies with Ray Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we go to the scorecards. Here are your score totals. The judges scored the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Linda F109